Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So I am continuing on with my Fast and Furious reviews, and today everything is going to change because we are up to Fast 5, starring Vin Diesel, Paul Walker, Gal Gadot and The Rock. Dominic Toretto and his crew of street racers plan a massive heist to buy their freedom while in the sights of a powerful Brazilian drug lord and a dangerous federal agent. I'll tell you, these Fast and Furious movies are just always getting a small bit better and better. They're not, I don't want to say that they're perfect films. Like, if you, like, the Marvel Cinematic Universe is my favourite movie series of all time, right? And it's like a large TV show where it's like you watch one chapter, which this is more like a movie series. This is probably on the lower end of movie series for me. I would even put the DCU above it because I'm a big fan of Batman and I'm starting to like Superman a little bit more. But I feel like that this one has a great connection between 4 and 5, right? So, and because if you guys don't know, I'm a huge fan of The Rock. So I've been really excited to watch the Fast and Furious franchise, especially this one, because this one, 6, 7, 8, and Hobbs and Shaw, even though I've seen Hobbs and Shaw before, have The Rock in it, and I'm a big Rock fan. He's one of my favourite actors of all time. As soon as the movie starts, we pick exactly where the last one left off, and they're breaking Dom out of prison. Because I've seen the ending of Fast 4 like a few months ago, where my brother was watching Fast 4 with some friends. And I remember watching that last scene where they put Dom in the bus, and then Brian and Mia like drive up to the truck, and it just basically, I remember it going up to doing that pan on Mia's face, and then it just cuts. I'm like, what the hell? What kind of bloody ending is that? That is an awful cliffhanger. So as soon as we pick up with this and they're riding to the bus and then the bus flips over and stuff, you're just like, what? And apparently no one was injured. I don't know how that's possible. But again, it's a Fast and Furious movie, so you're just like, whatever. Like, do what you guys want to do. And then, so, the thing is that kind of discovering Fast and Furious, the thing about these Fast and Furious movies, I think that Brian is becoming my favourite character. And out of the Fast family, right? Now, don't get me wrong. I love Dom. He is another awesome character to lead the team. And but I feel like that we've been following Brian's journey more, especially when you have two Fast and Furious in there, right? And that eventually leads to Fast 7, and that just gets me every time, right? But we're not up to Fast 7 yet. And as soon as I saw The Rock on screen getting out of the plane, I was like, yes! I was wondering when he was going to show up, because it already was kind of a bit into the movie when he showed up. And as you guys, now I already told you guys before in the review, I'm a big Rock fan, so I was very excited to get to this one. And it was one of those things where it was like, I'm excited to watch this. And it's one of the things is that when you get to Fast 8, The Rock and Vin Diesel didn't like working together. And it's one of those interesting things where it's like any of the movies that they were in together, are these Fast and Furious ones, I'm sure that there is a reason why, but I don't I didn't necessarily want to deep dive into that because I thought that there might have been a reason that we don't know, other than they had one where Vin had one way of working and The Rock had another way of working. There's got to be more to it than that. And as soon as I saw Gal's face, I was like, oh my god, you're bringing her back. Not out of like, what the hell, but just out of like, I'm sorry. And it was one of those things where it was like, because I'm a big Gal Gadot fan, right? I love her as Wonder Woman. I think that she is a very pretty woman. I liked her in Red Notice, same with The Rock. I loved him in Red Notice, same with Ryan Reynolds. I just didn't love the movie necessarily. It's funny because when they introduced the safe into the movie, I was like, oh, that's Jason Momoa's safe from Fast X, because I didn't see Fast X when I watched this, but you guys know, if you guys been following the channel this year and following all the trailer reactions I did to the Super Bowl, that was one of those few trailers, was the Fast X trailer. And we learned the whole backstory of how Jason Momoa's character wanted to get revenge on Dom and Brian to get the safe back. So, it's one of those things. So, because I knew that, I was like, I kind of know where this leads to in X. So, it's one of those things. The thing is, too, about Fast and Furious is that they are all good except for Too Fast, Too Furious. But I felt this way about Tokyo Drift. And even the fourth movie. They're great movies, but they go a little too long. And that makes me feel a little bored sometimes. So I was just like, oh, God, come on. And I'll tell you guys right now, as I'm watching this movie, I am going to rank them when I get my Fast X review out. I'm going to rank the movies, the drivers, like who's the best driver. I'm going to do my top 5 favourite songs from the movies, right? I'm going to do all that stuff. So, expect more Fast and Furious content coming soon. But so far, let me tell you, most of them are just getting better and better a little bit more. And it's one of those things where I'm kind of worried that there is going to be no different opinion or variety in my ranking, right? That makes me nervous, because it's like, all these movies I felt the same. There's 2 movies I've given 4, not 4, 3.5 stars, 2 stars, and then the other 2 so far. A bit higher than that, right? So, I think I'm going to give Fast 5 4 out of 5 stars. This is a smidge above or even below the 4th one. I need to figure that out before the ranking. Even though I switch on both after watching them both back to back, it's one of those things where it's just like, okay, what one do I prefer here? So, yeah, but I'm excited to get to Fast 6. Letty comes back. I'm so excited. So guys, please hit the like button down below if you haven't already. Subscribe us to the little bell icon to get notified future videos that I make. I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.
Hey there. Subscribe to my channel and also press this bell icon.
Everything rides on tonight. Bitch on your stony, I threw it out. Candy paint with the white on top. Lambo doors or the wood.